Am I in the plans? Because I want the fight.
I'll tell you this. Tank has definitely said repeatedly, I want to fight Shakur.
Nice. Nice.
That boy Shakur. That Shakur pressed the hell out of Espinosa on Sway.
If that's the case, if I'm a free agent now, I'm doing whatever I want, I'm going here fighting these guys, am I in the plans?
Look, we're going to talk about that. But first, I want to talk about these two things. One, later on today, Gervonta, Tank Davis, Jake Paul, they're going to have their press conference, their first press conference. I'm going to give my reaction to that for sure. I'm going to tell you guys who I think won a press conference. Give my reaction. I think it's going to be hysterical, all right? I am very curious to see how Gervonta Tank Davis handles this press conference. I think he's going to be lighthearted. I think he's going to be kind of funny. I think it's going to be a funny thing. But who knows? I'm telling Tank, you know, through this video, brother, do not play too much. Jake Paul's going to try to take your head off. He is. He's going to try to embarrass you come fight night. But I do hope it's fun. And I'm very curious because Tank hasn't really been saying much. I wonder if he's embarrassed by this fight himself. All right? If you hear some noises, that's Boom, my bully. He's over there scratching and clawing. But, so I'm very curious about that. I can't wait for that. 2, Ryan Garcia. I see a video of Ryan Garcia getting caught by a left hook from a woman.
Nice. Nice. Nice.
Listen, I don't know how old this video is, but I cannot stress enough. Ryan, stop cranking that Soldier Boy.
Now I mean you crank that song. Now I mean you crank that song. Now I mean you crank that song. Now I mean you crank that song.
Bruh, if you get caught by a lady like that, brother, that means it's in your DNA. You're doing it too much. It's a bad habit, brother. Listen, bro, listen. You guys saw me over and over again stressing for Devin the American Dream Haney to stop doing the bow and arrow effect, right? Because I give a damn. Ryan, this habit you have, now everybody's catching you with it, brother, please. Please, brother to brother, please. Stop. Stop, because the next fight, you're just going to get dropped by it again, all right? So I don't know. Somebody has to somehow stop that habit. I don't know what they have to do. But let's talk about the topic. The topic being that of Shakur Stevenson. He presses Espinosa about the Gervonta Tank Davis fight.
Am I in the plans? Because I want the fight.
I'll tell you this. Tank has definitely said repeatedly, I want to fight Shakur.
If that's the case, if I'm a free agent now, I'm doing whatever I want, I'm going here fighting these guys, am I in the plans?
And where is he at in the 6 fight deal? Is his 3rd fight or something like that with Tank?
It's a good question.
It's early. It might be 2 or 3 fights in.
You sure you're not freestyling? I think you're freestyling. I do blame you for also saying that y'all sent the contract to me.
Oh, no. Okay. See, I told
I get straight to it, bro.
No. And then never said, he said, look, there were exploratory discussions. That was it. Like, nobody sent a contract.
But everybody kind of took that as
you know how it is. You say, he's flexible, you're flexible. I don't see why it wouldn't happen.
It's the best versus the best.
Absolutely right.
Let's make the best fight in boxing happen.
Okay, what do I think about this? I'm going to be quite honest. I think it's a PR move. I think Shakur Stevenson I think he pressed him as a PR move. Let me tell you what I mean. Because, you know, you don't really know when that fight would happen. It looks like Tank is not going to retire after Jake, and he probably will have Lamont Roach to rematch next. And I'm hearing Lamont Roach will be fighting Pitbull, which I'm not sure if he gets out that fight. I'm going to be honest, man. I don't know how good I don't believe in Lamont Roach yet, right? Listen, if Lamont Roach was fighting Pitbull and never fought Tank, I would have Pitbull. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know. After seeing the Tank fight, he may just be perfect against Tank. I don't know if that means he beats everybody. He's a great fight. I don't know yet. I'm just saying I'm ignorant to how good Lamont Roach is possibly, all right? With that said, because I've seen all his other fights. So with that said, Tank could be fighting Lamont Roach in a rematch. Espinosa doesn't know, quite early, second fight, third fight, in a 6-fight deal and all that shit.
It's early. It might be two or three fights in.
You sure you're not freestyling? I think you're freestyling.
I mean, at that point, I think Shakur Stevenson is just letting the public know, letting the people know, and I'm honestly helping with this video, to be honest, to say, I want Tank. Tank is wrapped up in other things, and he exposed this. Tank never sent me a contract.
I do blame you for also saying that y'all sent the contract to me.
Oh, no. Okay. See, I told
get straight to it, bro.
No. And then never said, he said, look, there were exploratory discussions.
All of that is just to clear everything up. Shakur Stevenson seems to be focused on Teofimo Lopez. And you guys remember when Shakur was having that beef with Cameron and shit?
If you want to impress me, step up and wait, fight Teofimo in Newark so he can knock your head to Irvington. F*** is you talking about?
Right now, they talking about me fighting Teo.
Ooh.
It was either Lamont or Teo.
That's at 140, right?
Yeah, 140.
Let's go.
But like I said, we in talks about Teo, so long as they all make it make sense, we all gonna make sure it happens.
Ask the talks about you and Teofimo Lopez. Is that something that's really going to happen in January?
Yeah, Teo, my son. I'm a son him. Teo's a hell of a fighter. I can't wait for the fight to happen, but I can't wait to show everybody that there's levels to this shit.
Do you really want to wait all the way to January, February?
I don't want to, but with the way that my hands work, I kind of feel as though
Got you.
the smarter route will be to make sure that my hands is 100%.
We would rather that, because that beautiful performance that you had, we want to see that again.
Exactly.
We want to see a good performance again. So if we got to wait till January, February, then go ahead.
And it's a very interesting fight because Teo is a guy who's kind of similar to me. He wants this. Like, it's not just pretend. There's a lot of guys out here that's pretending and thinking that, they want the clout, the fame, and all the stuff that come with it, but they don't want greatness. And I think Teo is one of them guys that want greatness also. So
listen, I felt Cam. Cam was absolutely right. This is something that we all want to see. All right? I just thought that would be crazy right at the time, but Shakur, he's going to jump up to 140 to fight Teo just for this, and it seems like he has a respect for Teofimo Lopez, kind of seeing Teofimo Lopez as, of his cloth. Shakur Stevenson versus Teofimo Lopez look like it's close to being a done deal, and that is just insane. That's an insane fight. As far as that matchup go, Teofimo Lopez is one hell of a fighter, right? Shakur and Teo, both of them, they're my guys, okay? But Teo is an insane fighter. Shakur Stevenson, he has all the goods. Shakur Stevenson is a perfect technician. With that said, he also has the style that has historically given Teofimo Lopez issues. So stylistically, and after what happened with Terrence Crawford, and Shakur always knew the caliber of Terrence Crawford, that he would beat Canelo years ago. He said this, and he's under the tutelage of Crawford. Crawford's his big brother. With all of that pedigree, Shakur Stevenson, I'm going to lean in his favor for this fight, and that's crazy because he's never been at 140 before. Teofimo Lopez will fight above 140. You know what I'm saying? So this is crazy, but this is the time of the crazy shit, and this is the new wave we're on, the boxing revolution. I'm happy Shakur Stevenson pressed Stephen Espinosa. I'm happy that he did this move. I'm seeing this as a PR move just to clear things up. I think he wants to fight Tank. I think if ever or whenever Tank is available, especially if he beats Teo, he's going to be really feeling like he can beat Tank at that point. He already feels like he can. But And coming off this high with Bud Crawford being, you know, in my Mount Rushmore of boxing, after what he did with Canelo, he has this momentum of just feeling impervious to any op. I think he would fight Tank Davis if Tank Davis is available, but Tank Davis is obviously busy, at least 2 fights out. I just think he's trying to say, listen, this is what they are saying. We don't have to guess anymore. He's wiping the slate clean, and I think that's a good idea. Lastly, speaking on this Gervonta Tank Davis versus Jake Paul fight press conference later today, Shakur Stevenson kind of pressed Espinosa on this because they were on Sway. They were speaking about Mike Tyson versus Floyd Mayweather. Espinosa said that he has no problem with that since it's a retirement type of fight. These are legends. These are people who are retired. And Shakur said, what do you have a problem with? Hinting at, how do you feel about Tank versus Jake? This is what Espinosa had to say.
But what do you have a problem with?
What do like look, so I know at the end of the day, everyone's trying to earn money and make a legacy, you know, for their family. But at the same time, like getting in the ring against somebody who's 60 pounds heavier than you, like at a certain point, that's not what we're doing as in boxing. That's not what boxing is about.
It doesn't look like Espinosa really liked this fight. Jake Paul versus Tank Davis, for a lot of the reasons you guys don't. How do I feel about it? You know what? I know what this fight is. Not to diss it, all right? But I do watch WWE. I read comic books. You know what I'm saying? I know when something should be taken very seriously, and I know when something is an experiment or an event or something extremely fun. I kind of categorize it that way. I see this fight with Tank at 5'5", a 5'5" lightweight against a 6'2" heavyweight. I see this as a spectacle, and I'm going to participate. Let me know how you feel in the comments below. ShowBizz for Adult. I'm out.